Through my coach training, I have come across an amazing book called The Relationship Handbook by George Pransky, which I highly recommend, and the thoughts that I'm about to share come directly from that book. Most of us have heard that communication is the key to good relationships. Let's explore the idea that communication can enhance or damage our relationships based on the mood that we're in and the perspective of the listener. Here's an experiment, a thought experiment from the Relationship Handbook. Imagine you're standing online in a movie theater to buy tickets when all of a sudden a big burly man walks in front of you and steps on your toe. He offers no apology. In fact, he acts as if you don't even exist. What would you want to say to him? How would you feel? As he turns towards you, you notice his black glasses and white cane. Now what would you want to say, and how would you feel? We tend to think that our feelings are driven by our circumstances, when in reality, our feelings are driven by our thoughts about our circumstances. Our mood has a tremendous impact on us and in others. It shows up in our body language and what we say and what we hear. When we're in a low mood, our communication tends to have a negative tone to it. When we're in a high mood, we tend to take things less personally and be more forgiving. Due to mirror neurons, others reflect our mood. They can catch our mood. So if we have talks and communications when we're in a bad mood, the other can catch it, and that can lead to a negative emotional spiral that can really damage our relationships. So what's a person to do when they're angry, they're sad, they're in some other low mood, and they have something important to say? First, recognize that you're in a low mood. Signs to look for include an unpleasant feeling. Our thinking may be a little bit more rushed. We take things more personally, and it feels like our circumstances have created the feeling. Second, don't dwell on your mood or try to change it. As we view our thoughts in an unattached way, we see how fleeting they are, just as they were when we were thinking about the burly man. Third, avoid making important decisions or having important conversations when you're in a low mood. These decisions and actions will reflect the less effective thinking that comes along with a low mood. Wait until you're feeling more calm, and if what you want to say still feels important, then you can talk about it then. And then finally, if you recognize a low mood in someone that you're speaking with, try to find compassion for them by looking past their behavior and towards the troubled state of mind that's motivating their behavior. This is different than sympathizing. When you sympathize, you compare their circumstances to something that happened in your past, and that can send you into a low mood as well. What impact could these changes have on your relationships? According to George Pransky, in couples therapy, he's seen repeatedly that it strengthens relationships, it increases conscious decision-making which leads to less reactivity, and it increases happiness. Once again, I highly recommend The Relationship Handbook by George Pransky. If you'd like to discuss how you could implement some of these ideas in your life, let's set up a free 1-hour coaching session. I do challenge you to see what correlations exist in your relationships between mood and the quality of the communication that you have.